doing an Ask Pink Sparkles for the month of October, and it's a little tad bit differently this month just because I wanted to try something new and do it all on Twitter. Just because I am kind of in a rush today. I have lots to do today and I want to get a few videos filmed today and do room renovations for my living room and just kind of get the day started. So it's quicker for me today if I just did them all on Twitter, because then I can just film it and do it and it's easier than going through each video this month. You guys dig? So maybe, because I actually like doing it all on Twitter and it was so quick and you guys could just ask like that and it didn't have to be thumbs up or anything. So maybe I'll start doing that. So just watch out for the tweet every month. It's usually near the end of the month, like the last week, that I'll throw out the question for you guys, and you guys asked me lots of questions. I gathered lots. So let's just get started. Question 1, would you rather have hands for feet or feet for hands? What would you rather? Good choice. I would probably rather have hands for feet because I don't want, because like the feet, you don't really see them that much anyway, so I could cover them up, but your hands are like always there and I don't want to have feet for hands, you dig? Okay, so next, what was your reaction to the Parliament building shooting? My first reaction was, me and Stacy went out for lunch together, and as soon as she got in the car, she's like, did you hear what happened? And I said, no, like I didn't turn on the TV at all. I never turned on Twitter that day. What is this? What is this fiasco? So I wasn't like up to date, so I did not know what was happening. And then she told me, and my first reaction was, that was what I first did. And I said, are you serious? Why? And then I said, like, did they catch the guy? Did anyone die? Like I was just asking all those questions. Very shocked and surprised and sad and emotional for the people that were affected. Just the whole situation was just very shocking, and that was my reaction. So if anybody was affected indirectly or directly from that, my love and my support and like my feelings go out to you and your families and anyone who was affected, because it was a big situation. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, in Ottawa there was a Parliament building shooting and a soldier passed away, and Obama did speak about it, which was also very shocking to me and happy because our friends in America, you know, care about Canada. When did you know that Dalton is the one you are meant to be with? I love you. I can't think of any like exact, my hair, I don't even know. There was no like exact moment that I can think of that was like, oh my God, he's the one. But just everything that led up to it, I knew that he was the one that I was meant to be with when, you know, I could be myself. And when you go in a relationship for a little bit of time, you can see how they're gonna act and not just like, oh, that's who they are and now we're in a relationship and now they're somebody different. No, because like when you go out with your friends, you want to be going out with your friends and not having somebody like contact you all the time and like, where are you, when are you coming home? And he doesn't do that. He's supportive of me. He makes me laugh. I don't get bored of him. He actually treats me like a person, and I can feel the love, like actually feel the love on my part and on his part. So all those things sort of combined together, and my feelings, like my heart, made me know in myself that he was the one. What are you most afraid of? Definitely 100% dying. I'm not afraid of death, because I was around death lots in my life, but dying, like me dying, I'm probably the most afraid of in this world. Will you ever cut your hair short? I love you so much. Love you too. And no, I had it short when I was growing up and I did not like it. It didn't look good on me and it just wasn't me. Like my hair wasn't there and it just wasn't my style. How are you with your throat and everything in general? Love you. First of all, thank you for caring about me like that. That's very sweet. And I am completely fine right now. I am like 100%. I feel great. I did have a little bit of sickness last week, but it only lasted a few days. So that's awesome. But right now I am so great and I'm just so thankful for it, and I'm gonna keep these positive spirits and continue. If you could be any celebrity for a day, who would you be? This question got asked about 5 different times, so I just took the one girls on here just because it was the first one there. I answered this in Ask Damantha, which is my boyfriend and I's channel together, and you know, our little hashtag or whatever. And I was asked this and I answered it on there, but this was asked on here, so I thought I should answer it. But I would definitely be like Justin Bieber's mom, or Scooter, or Lil Za. Well, I wouldn't want to be Lil Za, but somebody like that, so I could just be like hanging out with JB all day. Yeah, I'm a creep. Are you keeping the name Shugs for Shugs? Yes. At the starting we were like, ooh, are we gonna keep that name? But he loves it. He responds to it. Like you could tell that he knows his name, and I don't want to take that away from him. What's your favorite part about redoing the living room? Somebody who watches the vlogs, thank you. My favorite part, first of all, is I don't have this dreadful wallpaper here. Did anyone notice that if you don't watch the vlogs? So my favorite part about redoing the living room is it's going to be so nice after. I guess that's my favorite part, is the outcome, or anticipating the outcome, because I have the image in my head of what I want it to look like, so I hope it does at the end. So that's what I'm most excited for, is seeing it after. How did you get into makeup? Two different people. My mom always did makeup and always had her face on throughout my growing up, so I would always have questions and be so curious as to why she was wearing that and how I liked the eyeshadow or liked the mascara. But how I actually got into makeup was my best friend at the time. Her name was Sarah, and she did makeup as well, and she always wore eyeliner on the inner waterline, and I love that. I would always say to her, how do you get your eyes so black like that? Like, they look so nice, and how it like makes it so pretty. And then one day she did it on me, and I fell in love, and I did that so many days because I loved it. So how I actually got into makeup was my best friend Sarah at the time. If you could have any animal in the world, what would you choose? By the way, I love you so much, and you make my day every day. Thank you. If I could have any animal in the world, wow, I would probably choose a pig. I've always wanted a pig. I don't know how well they would get along with my cat and my dog, but if everything was like, if I knew that 100% everything would be okay, then I would get a pig. But you can never know that, right? What career do you want since you can't be an embalmer anymore? This one was asked a lot, or general questions like this. Well, my embalmer, that's what I wanted to do. Like, that was my passion in life. So it's hard to be like, oh, well, that's my new passion, because embalming is still my passion and that's what I want to do, but I can't do it anymore. I honestly still don't know. I want to do something in the medical field, but I just don't know yet. This one was a Twitter picture message. That's why it looks a little weird. But anyways, I'm not trying to be rude because I love you and you're an inspiration. How do you feel about all the hate about Dalton? Sorry if I spelled his name wrong. Everyone gets hate, and I just don't really care about any of it, because people will hate on everything and anything, and I know the person that he is, and I see him every day. And usually people who like to, you know, speak their minds or don't give two shits what anyone says, like if they're like, who cares, I'm gonna say this, and they don't have a filter and they are who they are, then I respect them. And most people will be like, oh my god, he said this, he does that, he smokes, he whatever, he swears, he's rude, he's Canadian, he's a hick, whatever they're saying, that's who he is, and he's not gonna change and put on a show and like, or monitor things down, because that's who he is. So if anything, you guys should, you know, realize that that's who he is. Even if you hate him, you don't like him for whatever reason, if you've never met him, that's who he is, and I appreciate that, because he's not just gonna be like, oh, well, I shouldn't say it like this because we have an audience. No, he's just himself. So I respect that a lot. And also, I really don't care about hate. You just gotta live your life and be happy. What's your favorite thing to do in Saskatoon? There's not much. Trust me. Like, actually going out, what's my favorite thing to do? Probably the Saskatoon X. When it comes, the once a year for about a week, it comes in August, and it's an exhibition, like a fair, or not a circus, but a fair. You can go ride rides, eat cotton candy. That's probably my favorite thing to do in Saskatoon. Can you or will you be doing an iPhone case collection? Yes. Most of you know that all my stuff was basically in storage, so I am slowly starting to set up my room, get everything out. I have tons of things, and I still need to go donate things and go through things even more, but I will definitely be doing that when I have them all out, like, because I had some things at my parents' house for storage, and downstairs in storage for bags and boxes, so I still don't have everything like with me right now. It's all in storage, but when I do get everything set up, then yes. What's your favorite lipstick at the moment? By the way, love you. Even though it's only been 2 days of me trying it out, but Fru by MAC, the one that I just hauled in my last MAC haul. Oh my god. I wore that not today, but I wore it yesterday in yesterday's video, and so many people got questions. I was wearing fruit, and can you be any more gorgeous? Thank you, girly. LOL. But the real question is, how long have you and Dalton been dating? Well, we started dating September 1st, and right now it is October 25th that I'm filming this. So that's a year and almost 2 months. Like in a week, in exactly a week, it'll be a year and 2 months. If you had $1,000 to spend on hair or makeup products, which one would you choose? I would choose makeup because I love MAC, I love Urban Decay and Sephora and all the different colors and so makeup. What is the makeup product that if you could, you would get? Maybe it's too expensive or something. Probably the Berry M lipstick in baby pink, or is it soft pink? I think it's called baby pink. I've always wanted that, and I would get that. That's like the makeup product. And I live in Canada, so we don't have Berry M, but even like my early days on YouTube, when I watched the UK YouTubers, I would see this Berry M lipstick in baby pink and just fall in love every time I saw it and wish that I could grab it. Would you rather smell like onions or have yellow skin? So be an onion or be an onion, you mean? First of all, I love onions. So I would enjoy to smell like one, but I don't know if anyone else would, but I wouldn't want to have yellow skin. So I would choose to smell like onions because I would like that, and I don't care if anyone else does because they can just go away. Bye-bye, vamoose, shoo-shoo. I am an onion and not you. Can you start this thing where we give you songs or albums to listen to and you review them? I would like to do that, however, YouTube does not allow like copyright. If I were to put like a Justin Bieber song right now over this video, that would be not allowed because that's copyrighted and he owns that song, or whoever owns the song, his record label or whatever, I don't know. But I don't own it and I don't have permission. And if I had permission to use it, I would be able to. I'm going to say that a lot of people have been asking me to bring back STSP. If you have no idea what that is, it's Speak That Song, PiinkSparkles, that I did on my old vlog channel, so Pink Barbie Dolly, which is now my cooking channel. I used to do those on there and you guys loved them, and I always felt like a huge idiot doing them, but maybe I'm thinking of starting those back again. So that's kind of maybe what you're asking, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna start doing that again. I'll plan one out for you guys because you seem to love it. What is your least favorite thing about hockey? When I added this question in here, I was just thinking like, what is my least favorite thing about hockey? Probably the thing that like gets me yelling and mad, like my least favorite, would be the penalty calls. Let's just say the Dallas Stars trip somebody, okay? They get a penalty. That's fine, they tripped them, okay? And they're playing Ottawa, let's say. And then Ottawa, I have nothing against Ottawa, I love Ottawa Senators, by the way, I am a fan, but let's just say they trip, then next, for some reason, then the refs won't even call the penalty. And that even irks me on my teams, like I'm not just like against teams that I like if Pittsburgh gets tripped and they get a penalty for it, great. And if Pittsburgh guy then trips the other guy and they don't call it, I'm like, cool, like there's a penalty there, put the Pittsburgh guy in the penalty box. I don't know, like I don't know why the refs do that a lot. It's like they sort of just slide a blind eye away from penalties that should be called, and then other ones that, why did you even call that? Like that wasn't a penalty, or I don't know. It's like the penalties and the officiating this year, this season, I mean, they're always been bad, but this season it seems like it's a lot worse. So I don't know, that's probably my least favorite thing. Can you do the Starbucks challenge? Excuse me? Love you and you've always been inspiration. Well, you're my inspiration because you just introduced me to a Starbucks challenge. What? There's a Starbucks challenge? I would love to. I would love to. I would love to. I'm gonna go look it up after this and figure it out. What are you going to school again for? You would be an amazing cosmetologist. Thank you so much for that. That's really sweet. I don't want to be a cosmetologist, even though I probably would be good at it. I don't like doing other people's makeup. I get nervous. I feel like I'm gonna screw up and make them look horrid. As for what I'm going to school for, I'm not gonna discuss that yet, just because it isn't like 100% yet what I am going into. It's kind of a toss-up between two. I know basically what I'm gonna do, but there are things that I'm gonna add on to it. Like, add on to my degree or whatever you want to call it. So I'm just not 100% sure yet. I'm going to be starting school in a few months here, so sign up date isn't even allowed yet, which is so stupid. I would like to sign up now, but I do have a few, weeks and a little bit of time to think about fully what I want to do, but as soon as I know, I will let you guys know. Advice on having higher self-esteem. I look up to you and I love you so much. I've been watching you for 2 years. I just can't be confident. Girlie, go watch my How to Be Confident video. That is the best advice and the most perfect advice that I can personally give with self-confidence and having a higher self-esteem. I will link it down below for you. What's your favorite drink at Starbucks in the fall time? 100% the salted caramel mocha. I don't know why I didn't remember about it. Like, this is gonna be in a favorites video in a few days, just saying, but the salted caramel mocha, I forgot how good it was. Like, I think I only had one in my entire life. And then when I went to Starbucks, the green tea was sold out that I always get. So I'm like, what should I get? And then I saw the picture of the salted mocha and I'm like, I'm kind of in the mood for something like chocolatey or like thicker or darker or whatever. My boob's itchy. And I said, I don't really like the mochas, but whatever, I'll get it anyway because I was just kind of in a weird mood at the time. And oh my God, like, oh, that sounds so dramatic. But I loved it, and that is my favorite fall time drink. Do you still have your Playboy pillow? Oh my gosh, what a good question. Like, what a question that's no one's ever asked in their entire lives to me before. I love it. I don't know. I don't have it anymore. No, why did I say I don't know? I thought you meant, where is your Playboy pillow? I don't know where it is, and no, I do not still have it. I honestly don't even know. I probably threw it away or gave it to Value Village or something like that because I like to change up my, sheets, pillowcases, and pillows a lot just because of bacteria and stuff. Like, I like to be clean with beds. So no, I don't have it anymore. I don't know or don't remember what I did with it. Do you love me? Oh yeah, girl, I do. Cha. Would you rather lick a squirrel or your enemy's toe? Well, I'm not going anywhere near my enemy's toe unless I'm crushing it. I'm a psycho with no teeth. So I'd rather lick a squirrel. And if it really had to be between the two and it was like a life and death situation, I would run after a squirrel, touch down and tackle him without hurting him because I don't want to hurt a squirrel, and then lick that bad boy. What's a job you hated, like absolutely could not stand, and a job you loved? I didn't have too many jobs. My very first job was at Value Village, and I worked there for like 6 years. That was like the only job I ever had, now that I think about it. Yeah, I just, I applied at a few places before Value Village, and when I got, when I was approved to work there and I worked there, it was just like my favorite place, and the people were so nice, and the work, I loved working there and helping charities and being around clothes all day and just the regular customers. So that's why I stayed there for so long. So I didn't have multiple jobs. I had worked there for so long that was like my only job. So I guess that was a job that I had to hate it and love because it was the only job I had, so I have to choose that for both. And the very last question in this month is, what is your favorite app? Oh geez. What is my favorite app, Shugsies? I can't choose between two. I do love apps, like apps are kind of my thing. But if I really had to narrow it down, like I want to say Instagram and the NHL Game Center app are like my two favorites. How about I'll say this? If I just had to choose one, I would say in the hockey season, the NHL app is my favorite. And then in the off season, Instagram is my favorite app. Because the NHL app is awesome. Like you can see scores, videos, news, plays, like who's on the ice at the exact time that the game's on, scores, just like everything. So that was my entire Ask Pink Sparkles for this month of October. Like it's November already right away. Like where did this where did this year go? Did I get hit on the head with a brick? Shit. Alrighty guys, I hope you have a great day and a great time watching this, or did. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye! This is the Monsters entire DVD season collection all in one. It's the complete series. That's what I was gonna say, series.